Ezekiel. Chapter 37 started. Very, very familiar your passage. And these dry bones live. These dry bones live again. When God shows up in the valley. How many of y'all know that God will show up?
Yes.
Yes, He will. He will not only put you in the valley, He will show up in the valley with you and walk with you and talk with you while you're in the valley.
Yes, He will.
And these dry bones live again. Verse 1 says, chapter 37 of Ezekiel.
All right.
The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there was very many in the open valley. And lo, they were very dry.
Very dry. Yes.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, I know.
God knows. Amen. Amen. Come on, preacher.
Can these bones live again? When God shows up in your valley, not in the valley, but in your valley. How many of y'all know He will do it?
Yes, He will.
I came to declare and to decree that this year is a year of resurrection and restitution. And some people will be restored. Back some things that they have lost. And others will be delivered from a situation that they're in that they shouldn't be in. And as we come into this new year, I don't know about you, but I have some high expectations.
Yes, sir.
I want to do better.
That's right.
And I want to have a more closer walk with God. I want God to take me to the next level. And I want God to restore the joy of my salvation. To make these dry bones
live again. Come
on. And have a new beginning. You see, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Or it sounds like. Or how it feels. I came to prophesy transformation, resurrection from the dead.
All right, preacher.
That dead life that you have been living. This year is about to bring a new life for you. Some new joy, some new peace, and some new strength. Is there anyone in here this morning that knows that there is nothing too hard for God?
Right.
I don't know what your situation is this morning. I don't know what your problem is, what the dilemma that you are going through this morning.
Come on now.
But I came to tell somebody this morning that God is bigger than that. No matter how dark your nights are, day is coming. I'm going to say that again just in case you missed it. You had something else on your mind. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what your problem is, what the dilemma that you are going through. But I came to tell you that God is bigger than that. And no matter how dark your nights and your situation might be, day is coming.
Yes, it is.
I can hear David saying, weeping may endure for a night, but joy, joy, joy coming in the morning. This is a new year.
Yes, it is.
Out with the old, in with the new. Let that old stuff go. Get you some new stuff. See, I serve a God that can turn a Red Sea into a super highway. I serve a God that can make water come out of a rock into a river. I serve a God that can open blind eyes, that can unharden a hardened heart, that when you're going through something in your life, I serve a God that can change your situation. Can these dry bones live again? When God shows up in your valley, it's good to be at home.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Like Dorothy said, ain't no place like home. Ain't nobody gonna treat you like they treat you.
That's right. That's right.
See, I serve a God that can raise the dead, that can walk on water, that can calm the storm in your life. And if he doesn't calm the storm in your life, he can come in that storm. Somebody know what I'm talking about. He can calm you in the midst of your storm. When everything is turned up around you, when the storm of life is raging,
Come on now.
feel something early this morning. Have mercy. Can these bones live again? I just wanted to remind you of something before I went into the text. You see, our text begins saying, he sent me down in the valley full of bones. And notice the scriptures. It was very clear that the valley is filled with bones. It didn't say it was bodies in the valley. It said it was bones in the valley. See, that's not a very encouraging picture. It speaks of brokenness, separation,
Yes.
confusion,
Yes.
disorder, and of course, pain. Can these bones live again? This scene tells us that there was a very violent encounter that had created chaos and destruction and misery and pain.
Right.
Oh, I'm talking to somebody this morning who knows exactly what I'm talking about. You have probably experienced something in your life that has caused you some brokenness, that has caused you some separation, that has brought some pain in your life, something that has hurt you, some person that has let you down, some person that has walked out on you. You feel like you're in the valley. You feel like you're in that situation that there is no way out. But I stopped by to let you know that God is there to step in your situation. And when he steps in your situation, he can lift you up out of the valley. I just want to talk to some people this morning that know what I'm talking about.
My goodness.
You see, you may have lost a loved one.
Yeah.
You may have been through a divorce.
Yeah.
Or some friend or family member
Yeah.
may have just said something
Yeah.
that has stuck with you for a long time. You see, parents, you gotta watch what you say to your children.
That's right.
Because you speak things into existence. You ought to be saying good and positive things. You ought to be telling them that you're gonna be somebody.
Oh yeah. Come on, preacher.
Can these bones live again? You see, these bones represent the dead.
Yeah.
Something dead in your life.
Well.
Some situation that you're in
Yeah.
that's causing you to die in the inside.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody know what I'm
Come on,
talking about. You live in some kind of way that you know it's not right.
Yes.
But I serve a God
Serve a God.
that is able to take you up out of that mess and put you into some blessing. Take you up out of the storm and put you up. He's a shepherd
Yeah. Yeah.
in times of storm.
Time is gone.
Can these bones live again?
My goodness.
See, I know most of us
Yeah.
walked in here
Yeah.
this morning
Uh-huh.
looking good
Yes, sir.
and smelling good.
Well.
And most of us had a smile on our face.
Yes.
But if truth be told, somebody came
Yes.
in here this morning
Yes.
hurting on the inside. Somebody's listening to this message. You're smiling on the outside, but in the inside you're crying. You tore up from the floor up. Can these dry bones live again? I feel the spirit in this place. Somebody's here suffering from a broken heart. Somebody has lost the master of their life.
Well.
Yes.
My God. Come on, preacher.
Yes. Yes.
And the joy is gone.
Yes.
And you're just going through the motions. There's a lot of church people that's going through the motions. That's a whole nother sermon.
Well, yes, sir.
Somebody listening to this message has been wounded.
Yes.
But see, that's just a part of life.
Yes.
It's going to happen sooner or later. Somebody's going to hurt you and let you down. Somebody's going to break your heart.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Can these dry bones live again? You see, our problem is that many who have suffered and have been hurt and wounded, they never heal. And if a wound never heals, it gets infected. And that parts and begins to enter the bloodstream.
Come on, preacher.
And if it's not caught in time, it will kill you. It will kill your joy. It will kill your peace. It will kill. But I know a God that when you're hurt and when your heart is broken, He'll walk with you. He'll talk with you. He'll rock you when you're all by yourself and everybody has turned their back on you. Can these bones live again? See, I didn't come to criticize anybody and put nobody down.
That's right. That's right.
or make fun of anyone. I'm just trying to be 100.
Yeah. Come on, preacher.
It happens to the best of us.
That's right.
You see, it happened to the old and the young. It happens to pastors and evangelists. It happens to prophets.
Yes, it does.
And if you keep on living long enough, it's going to happen to you. Now stop by to tell you something else. That most of the time, it's the one that is closest to you that can hurt you. Somebody's going to break your heart. Somebody's going to lie on you and steal from you and cheat on you and abuse you and take advantage of you. Somebody is going to wound you and somebody is going to hate on you. I had somebody in here that know what I'm talking about. Can these dry bones live again? That's called life.
That's life. My God.
But if you don't get healed, your heart will become dry and hardened. And you will be dull and insensitive and indifferent. And you will become like a wall that no one can get through. And you will trust no one.
Yes. That's good, preacher.
And you will just be going through the motions. Playing a role. You see, somebody this morning is going through the motions. They just came to church for somebody else. But I stopped by to let you know that God brought you here this morning. And God has a message for you. So go to sleep if you want. Can these bones live again?
My God. Come on, preacher.
God, supernatural, divinely dispatched his prophet in the middle of this tremendous, miserable, and this chaos.
My
I think I
God.
need to stay right here for a little while. That when you surrender your life to God and commit yourself to serve God,
My God.
you're not in charge of where God sends you.
That's right.
See, God is like the military in this respect. He will put you where you are needed.
That's right.
And if you're here this morning, it's because God sent you here. And there is a message for you, whether you want to take it or not.
That's right.
See, God put prophets where he needs them. And he tells them to prophesy. In verse 7,
My God.
Ezekiel said, so I prophesied
Well.
as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise.
Come on.
And there was a shaking. And when Jesus, when God is in the house, there ought to be some noise. There ought to be some shaking. When God is in your house, I'm talking about your body. There ought to be some shaking and some noise going on every time you come into the house of the Lord, because you realize what God and how good God has been.
That's all right. He's been good. Yes, he has.
Now as we,
My God. That's good, preacher.
as his divine purpose is being revealed,
Come on now. Yes.
these bones are making some noise.
Yes.
Well.
Come on now.
It didn't say what kind of noise. they was making, but they was making some noise. We ought to make some noise every now and then when we in the house of the Lord. I went to the Cowboys football game a couple of months ago. And on that big screen, every now and then it would say, make some noise. And the whole crowd would roar. You see, when we come into the house of the Lord, we ought to come in praising and worshiping God. But some of us come in half asleep. But it's something about coming in the house of the Lord that wakes me up, that lifts me up, that gets me. I got to pray. See, it's a shaking inside of me. I can hear Jeremiah when he said it's like fire shut up in my bones. Oh, somebody ought to be praising God. It's like fire shut up in my bones. It makes me want to do some things that I usually don't do. The Spirit of the Lord is in you. It makes you want to do something. When the Spirit of the Lord is in the house, when it's in your house, it's something different about you. When people see you, they say, you just don't look the same no more. There's something different about you. You got some kind of glow. I let them know that's because of what God is doing.
That's right.
Not just on the outside. It's in the inside of me. It's something in the inside that got me shaking and moving.
It's on the inside. Yes, sir. That's good, preacher.
On in here this morning. Lord, have mercy on me.
Take your time, preacher.
That's because
My God.
you sing songs
Yes.
in the same song book
Yeah.
and listen to the same sermon.
Yes. Well,
It doesn't mean you have fellowship.
all right. Come on, preacher. Help us.
I'm gonna go back over this. As these bones were shaking, they began to move around
Move around.
and begin to knock against each other.
Yeah. Well,
In other words, they had fellowship and communion.
Right.
Where there was no fellowship and communion,
yeah.
where there was isolation and separation and division, now there was connection and communication. Can these dry bones live again? Let me stop right here. I'm going to stop right here for a second. Slow down here. Here it is. It's saying something. See, just because we're in the same place at the same time, it doesn't mean that we have fellowship and communion. See, there are families that live under the same roof that seldom speak to each other.
That's right.
They never sit down and eat together. And that's not because they're busy. It's because they don't want to. And there is no fellowship and communication. You see, there are husbands and wives that sleep in the same bed, but resent being touched by the other. And there are churches in the same shape. Can these dry bones live again? There are people in churches today that can't stand each other and sit on the opposite side of the church and cut their eyes at each other and criticize each other.
Help us. My God.
He shouldn't be trying to show out like that. He ought to not be wearing that. But this don't happen in New Cornerstone. There are people sitting in the church that have unforgiveness and resentment and bitterness. Can these dry bones live again? There are people
My God. Help us, preacher.
sitting in church today
My goodness.
that have resentment and unforgiveness. Can these dry bones live again?
Well.
You see, Ezekiel,
Yes.
he prophesied.
Yes, he did.
See, the Spirit of God began to work in these bones,
Yes, he did.
in the inside of these bones. You see, we not on the outside first, but in the bone marrow. You see, in the inside, you see, that's where God starts with us. He starts in the inside. It's the inside out work. You got to be changed in the inside before you can be changed on the outside. You might look good on the outside, but you can be a mess.
Yes.
You can be a mess on the inside. All kind of stuff going on in your mind. All kind of stuff going on in your heart. But when Jesus is in your house, things will change. Your heart will change. Your mind will change. I'm about to close. I know y'all want to go see. Y'all let's play this.
Look, y'all.
Get you something to eat then. Get geared up. As Ezekiel prophesied, something began to happen. Like I said, to these bones. In these bones.
My goodness. That's good, preacher.
You heard the old timers phrase they used to say, I can feel it in my bones.
Yes.
Something's starting to happen inside of me. When Jesus got into my life, I could feel it deep down in my bones. I could feel a change about me. I could feel a move in my spirit that makes me different than I used to be.
All right, preacher. Yes, sir. In the bones. Yes, sir.
I'm about to
That's good. Yeah.
I came to prophesy to some people, to some dry bones,
Well.
Come on, Reverend.
living in sin,
Yes.
thinking everything is all right.
Yes.
If you're here this morning, God has a word for you. Yes, He will forgive your sins if you repent and ask for forgiveness. But you just can't settle to just live in sin.
Yes.
You see these people dying
They are.
every day,
Yes.
young and old. It's time to get your house in order. That's a whole other sermon right there. It's time to get your house. In other words, you better get yourself together before they roll you up here in a because it's too late then.
Yes.
Today is a day of new beginning. Today is a day of restoration. This year is a year of resurrection.
Yes.
God is going to restore some marriages. God is going to restore some friendship. God is going to give you your joy back. Your peace back. Your strength back.
Come on, preacher. That's good.
You see, God is building His army.
Yes, He is.
And he's not putting together a bunch of broken and wounded, angry, hurt, frustrated, haters, stubborn, selfish people.
No, he's not.
God is putting together some resurrected people, some restored people, some people that'll give him the praise, some people that'll stand up when everybody else is doing wrong around them. God is putting up an army that's going to be able to stand no matter what the government is doing, no matter who the president is. God is still.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. My God.
Close.
Yes, yes. That's good.
Like them old preachers used to close. Like them old school preachers when they preach.
Uh-huh.
Them dry bones. Them dry bones. Oh, hear the Lord God.
Yes.
Can these bones live again? The toe bone connected to the heel bone. Can these bones live again? The heel bone connected to the feet bone. Can these bones live again? The feet bone connected to the leg bone. Can these bones live again? The leg bone is connected to the knee bone. Oh God, can these bones live again? The knee bone connected to the thigh bone. Oh, I wish I had somebody in here to help me. The thigh bone connected to the backbone. The backbone connects to the neck bone. The neck bone connects to the head bone. Can these bones live again? And as God connected these bones and added flesh to the body and muscles, these bones still wasn't alive. But God said to prophesy to the wind and tell the wind from all sides of the world to come in and blow. And the wind came in from all corners and blew. And these bones raised up and lived again. And there was a mighty army standing there before Ezekiel. May God bless you and keep you is my prayer. Will these bones live again? God in the valley. You see, we serve a God that will take care of us in the valley. We serve a God that no matter what we're going through, that no matter what your problem is, that no matter what situation that you may be in, we serve a God that can take you up out of that situation and move you and open up some doors.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Thank you, Lord. My God.
Glory to God.
That's good, preacher.
The doors of the church.
Yes. Yes. Amen.